Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Plant-Based Kristin. What we are making today is some potato salad. I'm also reheating some soup that one of a friend of the family's made for us. Her name's Bonnie, so I've got that going on in another pot. And then I'm also going to be making some Brussels sprouts. So here, if you look, and let me just kind of tilt the camera down a little bit so you can see what I've got going on. I took Brussels sprouts, I chopped off the ends of them and just sliced them in half. What I have them sitting in right now is some balsamic, salt, pepper, and some pure cane sugar, because I found that Brussels sprouts, when they're a little bit sweet, are actually pretty fantastic. I just finished preheating the oven to 400 degrees, and so we're going to transfer these bad boys to a container. Hold on, let's not knock anything over. And we're going to bake these for about 25 minutes so they can get nice and roasted. And I'm just trying to make sure that they're evenly displaced in the pan here so that they cook evenly. Okay, Brussels sprouts are going in. I'm going to put them in the center rack. Hold on, let me move one of these racks to the center here. There we go. Brussels sprouts going in. And we're putting the timer on for about 25 minutes here. I put a timer on for the potatoes. They're fairly small, and they were maybe ranging from like this big to a little bit smaller. So I'm starting with 12 minutes, and then I'm going to poke them and see how they're doing. Actually, let's poke them now because they've been cooking for about 8 minutes now. I boiled the water first, and then I put the potatoes in. Okay, they definitely still need more time. So with this potato salad, I figured this is what we can season it with. I kind of just made up my own recipe. So we've got vegan mayonnaise. This stuff is awesome. We're going to do some vegan mayonnaise. I got a little bit of mustard because I like a little bit of mustardy flavor. We're going to add some garlic to it as well. And I've got some celery already chopped. I'm working on some onions right now as well. And that's what's going to be in the potato salad. So we'll have creamy potato salad. And I decided to go with roasted red skin potatoes just because I feel like they're going to look really pretty. Once the potatoes are done, I'm going to, you know, hand cut them up a little bit and throw them in. So yeah, everything's pretty much going in. I think that's probably enough onion. And now we are going to do some garlic as well. I've got my bag of vegetable scraps that after this week is looking pretty good. We're almost full, ready to make some vegetable stock from that. That'll be awesome. We have 2 minutes on the 12-minute timer that I put for the potatoes, but after poking them, they're going to need longer. I can just tell. So we're only going to do, these cloves are really big, so we're only going to do 2 cloves of fresh garlic for this potato salad. Because I love garlic, but it can be too much, especially when it's raw, so. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Tilt this down a little. This actually ended up being about 4 cloves, actually, so. And I'm just pressing the garlic, so if you smash it with a knife, you want to be careful to not cut yourself, obviously. But it helps release the flavors from the garlic, and it also makes it nice and soft for when you're trying to chop it up. That's a big, big chunk right there. And it also helps separate it from the skin, too. In most cases, unless you have a difficult piece like I do right now. Just try and smash it a little more. There we go. I think that did it. So yeah, I'm cooking vegan for my parents all week while I'm up here in upstate New York. It's been going well. They've liked everything that I've made so far, so that's good. And we're just going to mince this up nice and small here. That's the timer for the potatoes, which I know are not ready yet. Let's poke them and see how they're looking here. What do I do with my fork? What do I do with my potato fork? There it is. You know what? Actually, we're pretty close. I can pierce them with a fork, but I want just a little bit longer, maybe 2 or 3 more minutes. Let's do 3 more minutes. So I want them to be cooked, obviously, but I want them to have a little bit, I don't want them to be complete mush either, because, you know, I want them to have some texture for the potato salad, so. And when I'm seasoning this potato salad, I'm basically going to taste as I go. That's usually how I season most of my food. And if you're cooking for other people, you can have them help taste test the food. I know that's always fun for people. But yeah, ever since I went plant-based with my food, I lost 10 pounds, which I was never a big person anyway. And I slimmed down actually significantly. I ended up losing 4 pant sizes, which is crazy because my entire adult life I've always been a size 5 or 6 pants. And now apparently I'm a size 2. So, like I definitely noticed a difference in my body. And my body's able to digest everything easier. I eat more frequently now because of it, though, because everything that I eat is so digestible. But, I mean, it's been awesome, and I'm a foodie, and I love to eat, so I'm not complaining. Hey, I think we're done with prep here. We've got 18 minutes on the Brussels sprouts, another minute, just over another minute on the potatoes. We are done with our prep, so I can put this away. Got my colander ready for the potatoes to drain. Seconds on those. So yeah, here it is. We've got the celery, we've got the onions, we've got the garlic, all sitting in a pan here. Oh wait, I'm going to use a cutting board to cut the potatoes once they're done. Just kidding. Set this aside though so we can drain the potatoes in a second. Alright, 5 seconds on the potatoes. Let's poke them. Yeah, we're good. So because the potatoes are all different sizes, when you're testing them, test like a small one and then test a big one too, so that you can make sure that they're all cooked and not just the small ones, you know? Alright, we're very carefully going to drain this. I'm going to use a couple pot holders. So, what I suggest with the potatoes and draining is I try and drain out most of the liquid first through the colander, nice and slow, so that I don't burn myself. Also, the steam is going to go straight up, so just kind of like keep your head and your body, you know, tilted back a little bit while you're doing this, and go nice and slow. Get most of the liquid out. Let me show you guys what I'm doing. We're getting most of the liquid out first, and then we're also going to move that a little bit so that it can drain, so that we don't burn ourselves here. Alright, and now very carefully, and there they are. These are going to be very hot to the touch, and I'm going to try and cut them up while they're hot. Actually, it doesn't need to be hot. We're gonna run them under cold water here, because we're having them for potato salad, and I don't feel like burning my hands today. So those are going to stay there and cool while we're waiting for the Brussels sprouts to finish cooking. I'm going to start heating up some of the soup, and yeah, as soon as the potatoes are cool, we'll cut them up and we will start making our potato salad. I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so the potatoes are nice and cool. Rinse them in cold water, and now I can touch them. What we are going to do is we're going to put them back in the pan, and we are going to mash them. At first, I was thinking of slicing them up, but I think I'm going to hand mash them. And they still have the skin on them, so you'll be able to see the nice red skin in the potato mash too. So, mash these bad boys up so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So it's going to be like a mashed potato salad, basically. We got about 3.5 minutes on our Brussels sprouts, and once that timer goes off, I'm going to take one out and try it. It's going to be super hot because it's been cooking, it's been baking for, you know, 25 minutes. So take it out, make sure it's cooked, and then also see how the seasoning is, because when I put all the seasoning in there, I basically just eyeballed it. So I did a pinch of salt, a small pinch of pepper, some of the balsamic, and then I did a couple pinches of sugar. So we're going to mix them up, see how they taste, and if I need to add additional seasoning, then I will. Ugh. Working on my arms here too while cooking. Win-win. 2 birds, 1 stone. Some big chunks. We're just going to try and break them down. So this is my first attempt at a vegan potato salad. So I'm really curious to see how this turns out. I'm excited though. But yeah, I figured while I'm staying with my parents, I might as well do, you know, a few episodes of Plant-Based Kristin, since I'm doing all this cooking for them. So my parents, you know, are normally omnivores. They eat everything. But me being vegan, you know, I haven't touched meat in months. But I do love to cook, and so they were like, "Will you just cook vegan for us all week?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I'd love to." So it's been a lot of fun cooking for them. And also they get to try, you know, all this stuff that they normally would not eat, you know. The vegan version of everything anyway. I did make lentil loaves earlier this week, and they turned out really good. So that's going to be in another one of my videos coming up here. Alright, these look pretty well mashed. Alrighty. So I think I'm just going to mix everything in this bowl, because originally I was going to put it in here, but I don't think that's going to be big enough. I have a feeling that everything's going to be falling out all over the place. So I'm actually going to mix it right in this bowl and then probably transfer it over to this one once I'm done. So we've got the celery and the onions and the garlic from earlier. And now, here comes the seasonings, but we've got 25 seconds on these Brussels sprouts. The soup's looking good. Bonnie's soup. It smells awesome too. So that we're going to put on a low simmer. And I'm curious to see how these Brussels sprouts turned out. I'm excited. And here they are. Ooh, they have nice coloring in them, definitely. Let's turn this off. Timer. Alright guys, you ready to check these Brussels sprouts out? There they are. Those are some nice looking Brussels sprouts. So they got a nice, they got some nice color on them, which looks awesome. We're going to try one of these bad boys. One, to make sure it's cooked, and two, to check the seasoning. It's going to be super hot. Let's take one of the bigger ones to make sure it's cooked. And I'm taking the part that's like the stem, because they take longer to cook. It's going to be really hot. They're really good. What does it need? You can definitely taste the balsamic in it. And they're definitely done. Let's do a hair bit more salt and pepper. Just a little bit more. Salt, pepper. Mix them up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Do not touch the pan because it is hot. And I don't feel like burning myself today. And remember guys, if you have any questions about anything that I didn't show in the video, maybe something that I just talked about, please do not hesitate to ask me. Feel free to comment in the video, in even like because I'm going to post this on Facebook, both the Plant-Based Kristin Facebook and my own as well. So if you guys have any questions about anything that I did not discuss, please feel free to ask. Never ask too many questions. Okay, let's try one more of these guys. Let's take a smaller one just to see how the flavor is. Try not to burn my mouth here. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're in business now. These are so good. Alright, Brussels sprouts are done. I'm going to cover them so that they stay warm. I'm not going to put them, normally I would put them in the oven to keep them warm, but I'm not going to do that because the oven, I just literally turned it off because it was at 400 degrees. And I don't want these guys cooking any more than they already have, so we're just going to cover them very carefully so as not to burn ourselves because this pan is still very hot. And those are ready for us. All right, so we're gonna move this. We're just gonna slide this bad boy over here to the counter while we work on our potato salad. Okay. All right, back to the potato salad. Okay, so everything's mashed. Let me grab a spoon here, a big spoon, and a knife. So we're gonna eyeball everything, taste it, and then add whatever else we might need to. I feel like I might kick my mayonnaise. Yeah, I probably will. I'm adding probably about 1/3 of a cup of mayonnaise right now. And this was an entire package of red potatoes, like a whole bag. Just so you guys can kind of get the portioning down. Grab a spoon. Got the mayonnaise. We're going to do a little salt and pepper. Salt, pepper. And then keep in mind that we also have that fresh garlic in here. It's going to be pretty strong. So, what the hell? So, I'm going to just start with the salt, pepper, the mayonnaise, and the fresh garlic, and then we're going to see how it tastes. I might add a little bit of mustard, depending. I probably will add some mustard. Ooh, it looks awesome, though. And so for the onion in this, I just use a regular small yellow cooking onion. Alrighty. That looks pretty well mixed. Alright, so now we're going to try some here. Sure, we'll use a fork. Alright, let's see how it tastes. And in this case, I'm going to try and get a little bit of the celery, a little bit of the onion, a little bit of the potato. We are going to add a little bit of mustard. Just a little bit here. I'm do a small squirt there. And let's see if we can get any more of this mayo, because it could use more mayo. I think we're also going to add a little almond milk too to this, just to give it a little bit more of a creamy flavor. Let's do that right now. And we use Breeze almond milk because that stuff's awesome. The consistency of this potato salad looks awesome, though. that until I don't see any more yellow from the mustard, basically. Because that'll mean that it's nice and mixed. Now, if you guys like a little heat, you can always add a little bit of cayenne here. I would say to be careful not to add too much because cayenne is a very strong flavor. And you don't want to put too much heat because then you can't take it out. And that would not be a good time in your mouth. Okay. Try a little bit more of this. It's good. A little more salt and pepper. And then I think we're in business. And we're going to add some parsley too because parsley makes everything pretty. Now I have some fresh parsley at home. You can use that. That'll add a nice little bit of flavor and color as well. Just make sure I'm getting to the bottom of the salad as well so that it's nice and mixed up. Alright. Last taste test on this bad boy because I think we're going to be in business now. And I like the crunch from the celery and the onion. Alright, we are all done. Potato salad is done. The soup is done. The Brussels sprouts are done. And that's it, guys. So thank you for joining me for another episode of Plant-Based Kristin. Potato salad and Brussels sprouts today. I think I'm going to do some baked jalapeno poppers for my next episode. But yeah, tune in every Wednesday. I launch a new episode. If you guys have any questions or any critique, feel free to put them in the comments below. Make sure you follow me on YouTube and Facebook. And yeah, it was fun cooking with you guys, and I'll see you next week. Have a good night.